Like, I won't, like, throw the Bible at her, like, smack, like, God says
no.
this, God says that. I'll just, like, support her.
Yeah, well, when I say you do support them, so if y'all had someone that was like, Sarah, you have someone you say is a friend, okay, and she's in this lifestyle, does it come, you think, out of rejection or hurts, or do you think it comes from not being loved, or insecure? Where do you think?
Some people do it to rebel against their parents.
To rebel against their parents, or rebel against society, how they were brought up, maybe, and they see it on media, and so they accept it, so it's easier to accept it.
I think hers was because her parents got into a divorce. They've been having a lot of troubles and stuff, and I think that's where hers came from.
So out of hurt, maybe?
Yeah.
And someone shows them an attention, and it's the wrong type of attention. Okay, now let's switch it over. What if someone's hurt, and at this age and time, and they're really hurt and they're really depressed, and they talk about suicide? Because I heard that suicide among teens is you know, it's not, how can I say it? We hear it all the time. It's not a rare thing that teens talk about suicide. Have you ever had any of your friends talk about suicide or anything?
Yes. Actually, the friend I was just talking about, she used to cut herself. And it's just because, like, she used to be in, like, these relationships, and she thought she loved them all and stuff. She'd, like, be with them forever, and then she's like, oh my God, I love them, and they break up, and she's all, like, depressed, and she's hurt. And it's just, like, really heartbreaking when I see her wrist and they're cut and they're scarred up.
So she's cutting herself. Wow, and that's sad. So she's cutting herself, and that's sad. So you know someone I don't know anybody personally, but I've heard of this. And Fallon, I know, like, say you're the youngest of the group.
Yeah.
So really, you should take consideration what Sierra and Ashley is saying. So you're kind of fortunate because right now you've got two friends that are a little bit older that seem that they have their heads in order, so you can learn from. Now, do you think you need to learn from experience, or can you learn from just someone telling you?
Probably somebody telling me, because it would be better not to do the experience.
That's a true statement. How about you, Ashley?
Both. It depends on what you're talking about.
Okay.
Like, for some things it would be better to experience myself before, like, because my mom could be wrong or whatever if she tells me. But if it's anything bad, I'll just take her word for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about to Fallon. Like, we talked about, you know, someone cutting themselves and everything, and that's bad. I mean, that is sad. So if you had a friend, Fallon, and I'll go ahead. If you had a friend, and like Sarah had a friend, how would you help that friend?
I would try to help them and try to steer them in the right direction. But if they couldn't do it, I would just keep on helping them and
you
bring them
wouldn't
to
just
church
leave, bring them to church, and you just wouldn't leave. And what you try to do is, like, I think the most things. Let me ask y'all this, because we've only got a few more minutes. What do you think, growing up right now, the most things that would help teenagers today that they would know about themselves, that would help them? What do you think, Sarah?
Talk to their parents, because their parents experienced it all.
Okay. Well, what if they have parents, and I don't want to close out this, what if they have parents they can't talk to?
Talk to a friend, talk to, like, an aunt or uncle, if they go to church, a pastor, somebody they think that they can trust.
Okay, and Fallon, what would you do right now? What do you think is the most difficult way that you're facing today? I mean, well, not today, but friends. I mean, having inward things. I mean, you know, what do you think is challenging to have inward things, that if you have a friend that you wanted to help, what do you think they're facing, what they would face? I'm sorry, I'm not making myself plain, am I?
I don't understand the question either.
Well, I don't understand it either. Okay, what I'm saying is, today, I think the main thing with children, and especially teenagers and preteens, is you've got to know you're loved. I think the main thing you want to know, that you're loved and you're accepted just for who you are. And when you make a mistake, that you'll be able to come to a parent and let them know they're loved. And I think that's the main thing that, and y'all all seem, so what y'all seem that y'all are very secure in the fact that you know that y'all are loved. And you've got a good head. All three of y'all have a very good head on your shoulders, and I really hope y'all keep it. Like I said, I'm going to make a DVD of this, and I'm going to give it to y'all. Because right now you're sitting telling me, and I hope and I pray that when the years grow up, that y'all will stay true to the words that you've said, that I'm going to be true to myself, I'm going to be true to the Lord, I'm going to make an impact on my friends to do the right things. I mean, that's what I'm really praying for, more than anything else for y'all. Well, I've enjoyed completely having y'all here today. I know y'all were nervous coming in, but all y'all are all doing very good and everything. Again, we thank you today for such a time as this. This has been a teen show, and hope you bring your teenagers to the table and they can learn from these three girls that have experienced some stuff, and they had some good answers. And we've only got 1 minute, y'all, and I'm gonna just real fast. If you was to give me something that you could take away today, and you said, okay, this is what I believe, what would it be? Just real fast. Somebody jump in.
Pain.
Pain?
Pain that people experience.
Pain that people experience, okay.
Trusting God.
Trusting God?
You take that away?
What?
She said take away.
Take away?
No, no, trusting God. No, that's okay. That's okay.
Wait, I don't understand.
Take that away?
Yeah, take away from this, like...
Take away from I understand. Y'all
Like,
both,
how you understand
y'all
it, is that what we're
y'all
talking
all
about?
did good, because that's how we ended it, because we ended it, and we're going to wrap it up. Y'all did great. You both answered the question correctly in one way or the other, so that was good. See, that's how they deal with it. I said something, didn't understand, but that's the gap, but we did great. Again, thank you for watching such a time as this, and remember, go out and be a blessing to somebody. Thank you.
1/4 of the population have used illegal drugs. There are 750,000 abortions every year. 9 out of 10 have viewed porn on the internet. 1 out of 10 females have been raped. 40% of us have inflicted self-injury. 65% say there is no true religion. With so many questions and so few answers for such a time as this.